let's start with why don't we start with Tesla, Boris?
Sure. Tesla, in my opinion, is a pass right now, a hard pass. We also saw the news today that cutting prices 9%. That's never a good thing. But I think it's more interesting, basically, that the whole Chinese market is much more discerning than the U.S. market as far as consumers go. Consumers there are much more price conscious. And to me, this isn't just simply a function of softening demand, but perhaps greater choices for the Chinese populace there as far as the EV market, which is very well developed. So to me, that's all headwinds. I think Tesla right now is a hard pass from every angle. You don't even have to worry about the Twitter sub-story. Just on the car issues alone and the slowdown in China, what makes me very vulnerable to be long that stock. So
okay.
I would definitely stay.
I'm going to look for what Elon Musk tweets about Boris Schlossberg anytime now.
Oh, I try never to mention his name in my tweets because I really don't want the feedback.
I got it. I totally get that. Okay, then let's talk about, let's change the subject then. Alibaba, what do you think?
So this is a really interesting stock because, I mean, it's just been a falling knife all the way down. And of course, we all saw the autocratic theatrics over the weekend, so there's just an enormous amount of fear that Xi really wants to consolidate the regime. On the other hand, you have to simply ask yourself, even the strongest of autocrats realize that profit comes from capitalism. And this, you really want to destroy one of the greatest brands in the world and strangle it completely. I don't think so. And I think the story with Baba, now that it's so cheap as far as valuation goes, is just any tiny incremental positive, a loosening of COVID-0 policies, perhaps a lesser regulatory oversight from the regime as long as they sort of stay on business and not get involved in any political posturing. All of that will give it enough breathing room for it to pop 25 to 50%. It's highly speculative, but I do think it has a chance because of its gross undervaluation and a chance of just slight positive tailwind to make it go higher.
Let's move on to Starbucks, opening 6,000 store there. Wasn't long ago they were closing stores in China.
Right. Well, they were closing stores because of COVID, I think. But ultimately, the bet in Starbucks is really interesting. It's a long-term bet. Here's a super interesting statistic. In average Chinese consumer drinks 9 cups of coffee per day. How much do you think an urban Chinese consumer drinks? 300 cups of coffee per day. That's the Starbucks opportunity. They see an immense total addressable market.
That cannot be right, Boris. Are you sure? The average Chinese person drinks 300 cups of coffee a day?
No. The average Chinese person drinks only 9 cups. But the people who live in urban areas in China, who live in the coastal cities, who work at 24/7, 365 global kind of a day, they consume almost 300 cups a year.
But how many trips do they make
A year, not a day.
Did I say a day? I'm sorry.
You said a day. My kidneys were just throbbing over the possibility of that.
I must have been talking about me when I was talking about 300 cups of coffee a day. Sorry about that. No, I meant the year. But you get the idea that there's just this enormous total addressable market out of Starbucks, and that is their bet. They want to go 50% more boxes than they already have now. They have 6,000, go to 9,000 by 2026. And the bet in Starbucks is a long-term bet. So to me, if you want to establish a position here, the stock is weak. I'd rather sell the puts, get myself tactically positioned maybe at around 75, 70s in the trade. But if you believe that the Chinese market is going to continue to grow and the Chinese consumer is inevitably going to become addicted to caffeine like the rest of us, that is a tremendous opportunity for Starbucks.
I was like, what are they doing the other 65 days of the year then? How do they get by?
I would have such a headache if I didn't have my coffee. So somewhere between 9 cups and 300 cups is what we're talking about. Boris, thank you, my man.